I mean, I'm part of it. Like, God's part of it. Like, God ordered Saul's army to go and unalive babies. He's causing that.
No, you're not reading the context. It's not okay. So let's move on to the next.
Okay,
You're not.
what's the context? What's the context? Give me the
Baby
context.
boy, I'm not going to walk in circles with you. You're not getting it. So let's move on.
No,
to the
but you made a claim that I'm missing context, so I would like the context. Help me understand.
This is just going in circles. We've already talked about it.
What's the context for God ordering babies to be unalived?
He did not say, hey, your baby is going to die. So if you want to come at me with a real question, then come at me with he really commanded. It's the first
He
born.
did. In 1 Samuel 15:3, it says to unalive infants and babies.
Okay, cool. It's still a commandment.
So what's the context for that?
What?
You're saying I'm missing context, so I'm asking you for the context.
Y'all's followers are going crazy over the word baby boy. I'm an old woman, and you're a baby boy.
Ma'am, don't read the comments. Let's just talk me and you.
But you're not.
You said that I'm missing context, so I'm asking you for the context.
There's no point. You keep going back. He said a commandment.
So do you not know the context?
The commandment.
Do you not know the context? Is that why you don't want to give it to me? Or
I don't have my Bible on me, so I can't open it up and go look at it and tell you what it is.
If you don't know the context, how do you know I'm missing it?
Because you're reading out of the Old Testament in the first place. You don't
here's what you just did.
Because you don't believe in Jesus. You don't believe that he fulfilled
here's
it.
What you
why
just
are
did.
we going in circles? It doesn't make sense.
Ma'am, here's what you just did, okay? You're missing context. Oh, okay. What's the context? Oh, I don't know.
Because we've already talked about it. I'm not going back. That's what I said.
What is the context that I'm missing, please?
Restate your question. If you really want to do this again, come on. What's your question?
Yeah, so I said in 1 Samuel 15:3 that God ordered the Amalekite babies to be unalived, and you said I'm taking that out of context. And I asked you, what's the context?
Do I really have to go upstairs and get my whole dang Bible? You have to read before, you have to read after, you have to read to see if it sends you somewhere else. Like, you cannot debate with people about the Bible if you don't know what you're doing.
Well, you claimed I'm missing context. So
right.
if you don't
have
know
to read before and after and flip and go to different places of the Bible. Like, you don't know what you're doing, so you cannot argue anybody with this.
But if you don't know the context, how do you know I'm
getting my
missing
Bible so I can tell you what the dang context is. Hold on.
But I'm confused how you know I'm missing it if you don't know
because you are not reading the whole context. Oh my gosh.
How do you know that if you don't know the context?
Because you just read the scripture, sweetheart. You literally don't make any sense.
But ma'am, how do you know I'm missing context if you don't know what it is?
Because that's how you understand the Bible.
That doesn't answer my question.
No. What it doesn't answer is
how are you making
understand how to read the Bible.
How can you make the claim that somebody is missing something, but you don't know what it is that they're missing?
Okay. What scripture are we on?
1 Samuel 15:3.
Okay, hold on. I mean, I kind of see what you're trying to do here, but it's not going to work with me, but we're going to continue doing this.
All I'm doing, ma'am, is asking for the context that you claimed I'm missing. That's all.
Hold on, Samuel what? 1 Samuel what?
1 Samuel 15:3.
15.
And what translation are you reading, so I can make sure I'm reading the same Bible that you are?
I have.
I
have my dad's. Let's see. This one is the King James.
Okay, the KJV. All right. 1 Samuel 15:3. Now go and smite the Amalek and utterly destroy all that they have, and spare them not, but slay both man and women, infant and suckling, ox, sheep, camel, and ass. So what's the context for God ordering these infants and sucklings to be unalived? That's what I'm asking.
Okay,
and you said I'm missing context. So
so in this one was about, where are they at? The Amalekites. Okay, so 1 Samuel 47, and then 48. There's so much that you have to read in this to be able to explain this to you. That's why, I mean, I really respect what you're doing. Like 100% I respect you, but you have to.
Ma'am, what's the context for God ordering these infants to be unalived?
I just
Because you said I was missing
You're
it. So
right. I don't know this particular story other than the Amalekites.
So why
I know
would you
the
say I'm missing
Amalekites
context if you don't know?
Okay, so I know the Amalekites were evil. God
The
gave
infants were evil?
no, the Amalekites. So the parents were going back to this again. So that's why I said we keep going around in circles.
Yeah, but you said I'm missing. Okay, if you don't know the story, if you don't know the
This
context,
is
how do you
literally
know I'm missing
you had to pick the
context?
most ridiculous story that I don't know. So can we go on to something else? Because
If you don't know it, how do you know I'm missing context if you don't know
oh
it?
my gosh, sweetheart, let's go back. Okay, so for one, my beliefs are saying that Jesus fulfilled the law. So what we're going around and around about does not make any sense. He fulfilled this.
I'd
This
like you to explain to me how you know I'm missing context on a story that you don't know and you don't know the context. And we can't hear you, you're paused. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, I'd like you to explain to me how you know I was missing context from a story that you
I
don't
just
know. And you
explained
don't
it,
know the
but you're
context.
not, you literally are so dense, you're not getting it. You have to
What's
read
the
more
context then?
than the story. But since you keep arguing with me and you're not understanding,
Give me the context, please.
I'm not giving you any more context. We talked about it.
You haven't given me any context.
Yes, I did.
You said
The
you said you don't
Amalekites
know
were
it.
evil.
The infants were evil.
The parents and what they were doing were evil. The whole
That
point,
doesn't answer my question of the context. I
Okay.
want the context as to why God ordered
the whole
infants
thing
to
where
be
people are
unalive.
like fear God, right? So what he used to do in the Old Testament was give all of these commands, right? That were so mean and evil. And then if people went against his commandment, that was all on them. So the parents
Yeah, but
still,
what's the context? But what's the context for God ordering infants to be unalived?
there's no context. That's exactly what it was.
Yeah, there we go. Now that's the best answer you've given me. There is absolutely zero context, absolutely zero justification for ordering an
Yes,
infant to be
there
unalived.
is, because he didn't,
Well, then what is it?
he didn't.
What is the?
It wasn't
what
the
is it?
purpose of infants dying. It was the purpose of them being scared of God for them to quit idolizing and being evil and wicked.
What is the justification and context for ordering the unalivement of infants? Because you said I was missing context, and I'm still waiting for you to.
Oh
give it
my
to me.
gosh. Okay, so let's just get off the context. You're like a freaking dog with a bone. Holy crap. I bet you're
Well, maybe
so
next time,
proud.
maybe next time, don't make a claim that somebody's missing context if
But
you
you're
yourself
not listening
don't
to
know
what
the
I'm
context.
saying. You're not.
What I'm
You
trying-
have to
what I'm
know
saying
the whole
is,
story. You have to understand
if-
that there's
if you-
consequences for actions, and yet you're a child, and apparently you don't understand that. So
All I want to
I can
say
just
is,
saying that I love
just
you.
don't-
I wish you the
don't make
very